afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Miami Marlins and the New York Mets. Alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and guys, the Marlins played well in the series so far, winning the first two in this three-game set.
Yeah, and to sweep this team right here would be a huge momentum boost. It is not easy to sweep a series. I don't care if it's 3 games or 4 games. I think back to Bobby Cox. His big thing was you just want to win series. 2 out of 3, 3 out of 4. But when you have a chance to sweep a team, you have to take advantage of it.
Noah Syndergaard gets the starting nod for the Mets. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Yeah, Matt, his last start wasn't a particularly good one. Lasted 5 innings and ended up taking the loss. He's a much better pitcher than that, and I think he's looking to at least, hopefully, pitch into the 6th or 7th inning in this one.
So now into the box is Starling Marte. He will lead this one off today. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. That one is gone. What a way to lead off a ball game. It's a solo shot for Starling Marte. First home run of the campaign for him, as the Marlins will take a 1-0 lead.
What a swing. What a huge boost right there. Not only does it get your boys fired up, but it kind of silences the crowd for a minute.
Stepping in now, Jesus Aguilar. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1 and 2.
All the makings of a big inning right here. One already left the yard, and the power hitters are coming up.
Another 1-2 delivery. Hit weakly back to the mound. On the first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Batting third.
With that, a look at the batting order for the Marlins. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, you better look out for that cleanup spot. He's having a good series against these guys so far. He's been a huge factor, particularly driving in runs. He's already driven in 5 in this series so far. So clutch situations with guys on base, this is the guy to watch.
To the plate now, David Lee. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. These Mets fellas, as they take the field here today, they have not been playing their best baseball of late, as they've dropped 4 of their last 5.
Yeah, Matty, if they're going to clean up their recent trend right now, they're going to have to find a way for it to start on the mound. They can't go out like last game and allow a bunch of runs and not play sound defense behind them. Both those things are going to have to change if this team's going to get it going in the right direction.
Batting fourth, the right fielder, number 10, Gary Sheffield.
That'll bring up Gary Sheffield. It's been a good series for him so far at the plate, with 5 runs batted in on 4 hits. Fouled away. The next 1-2 pitch. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Giving chase is Nimmo. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
As a pitcher, you'd love to assert your authority early on in the game, but it hasn't happened so far out here. That's a home run and a double against him now, and we're still in the first. He's going to have to make some adjustments quickly if he's going to turn this around.
Into the box now, Cliff Floyd. Swinging a liner toward the gap in left center. Smith gets there for the catch, and that ends the inning. 1 for the Marlins on the solo shot. On to the bottom of the first. It's now 1-0 Miami. Trevor Rogers gets the ball for Miami in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be exciting. This is one of the top young pitchers in the game right now. He keeps getting better. He keeps learning. And if he continues at this pace, this guy has a chance to be one of the more reliable pitchers in the game.
And now in the box, Dominic Smith. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now the 1-1 pitch.
Ball.
These Marlins, as they take the field this afternoon, they've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
Yeah, Matty, without question. They find themselves in this position today. They got a chance to sweep the series on Sunday and make it a miraculous weekend.
Boy, Dero, it's always a nice way to finish off a weekend. You win a big game on Saturday, and to close it off with a win here and a sweep on Sunday would really be sweet for this ball club.
Grounded back up the middle. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Hey, Dero, this looks like it could be a high-scoring affair. Home team comes up now, and they've got something brewing in the bottom of the first.
Yeah, 100%. Anytime you put that leadoff batter on base, that spells disaster for the pitcher. You don't know. You can work the bunt, hit and run, steal. Oh, I forgot. They don't bunt or hit and run anymore.
In now, Brandon Nimmo. Lifted the other way out to left center. Floyd is there. 1 away. With a moment now, let's have a look at the home team starting lineup. Mark, what needs to happen for them to get out of this rut?
Yeah, Matty, a lot of professional at-bats up and down this lineup. I know they're behind right now, but it only takes one guy to set the tone and get the boys going.
At the plate now, Joe Torre. And this is with that one for ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second now with 1 away.
Batting fourth, the second baseman.
Striding in is Robinson Cano. Base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And this is foul tip to the plate right off the arm of the catcher behind the plate. Ouch. Hit in the air to center field. Marte is under it. 2 gone.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, Hernandez.
Next up from New York, Keith Hernandez. Trying here to plate the tying run from second. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Ball 3.
3-1.
Well, 2 on, 2 outs, and he's got himself in a great hitter's count. He just has to be careful not to get too aggressive. The walk would be good here, too.
Ready with the 3-1. And that pitch misses for ball 4. So some intrigue now as the bases are loaded here with 2 away.
And this is the kind of thing that's been happening to him all season long. He'll cruise for a while, hitting his spots, and all of a sudden the wheels come off and he struggles. We'll see if he can recover here.
One and one. Here it is.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
The set and the 2-1. High in the air out to center field. Marte is under it. He's got it, and that'll get him out of the jam. Mets leave him loaded. They trail this one 1-0. Frustration boiling over with an opportunity missed. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Now at the plate, Brian Anderson, and he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. The 2-1 on its way. Swing and a miss, 2-2 now. Well, as we talked about at the top of the broadcast, the Fish have their sights set on a series sweep here today.
Sure does, and it's always difficult to sweep and win a series on the road, especially when you're playing a division opponent.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Brian Anderson becomes the first out of the inning. At the plate, Joe Panik. Line drive to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Batting it, the catcher, Jorge Alfaro.
So now to the plate, Jorge Alfaro. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with one away.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
So here now is the pitcher, Trevor Rogers. And he may instead be asked to bunt. We'll see how they approach the situation with one away. 1-1. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. There's one. But wisely, no thought of a return throw, and the inning will continue.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Into the box, Starling Marte. Popped him up. Lindor over to his left. And that will end the inning. Marlins strand a pair. We played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. Last half of the second set to go, and that'll give way to the third baseman, J.D. Davis. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Marte is under it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Batting it.
Check out the Miami Marlins on defense. And let's take a look at Brian Anderson. This guy, when I see him out there on the field, I think of one thing. He's a ball player. Offers versatility for his manager. Outfield, little third base. He was fighting for the 2018 Rookie of the Year.
Standing in now, Francisco Lindor to third. And there's out number 2.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Noah Syndergaard.
So 2 out, nobody on. And up to bat next, the pitcher, Noah Syndergaard. To 1-2 now. Into the windup and the pitch. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Mets go down 1-2-3. They're down 1-0. All set for the start of the inning, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Jesus Aguilar. Pitch swung on and foul tipped right off the mask. It sounded like of the home plate umpire, and that cannot feel too good, I wouldn't imagine. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. Conforto is there, one away.
Now batting, shortstop, David Lee.
Up next from Miami, David Lee. He bounced out last time up.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
3-1 to the Marlins middle infielder. Base hit to right.
3-1 fastball, middle cut, and he didn't miss it. That's the fight throughout the course of the game, to get yourself into count, leverage, and capitalize.
Now a throw over to first, and he'll be back in standing up. Runners on first with 1 down. Into the box now, Gary Sheffield heading out towards shallow right. Conforto in a few steps as he takes it. 2 down.
The left fielder, number 30, Cliff Floyd.
So 2 down and a runner at first, and here's the veteran left fielder, Cliff Floyd. Ready with the 1-1 pitch.
No, that's
and this is low, ball 2. 2-1. Runner goes for second. That's a strike to throw down. Not in time as he steals second. Well, when a stolen base is that close, it's interesting to check it out on show track. And as the numbers come in, you'll want to focus on the top speed. Really good, and it paid off there. 2 out here and a runner at second. A bouncer up the middle. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to Hernandez for the putout, and the inning is over. 1 left for Miami, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Bottom of the 3rd now, and digging in is the outfielder, Dominic Smith. Now the 1-1 pitch. Sharp slider taken low for a ball.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
Lifted in the air out to left field. Floyd is there, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Up next to the Mets, the center fielder, Hernandez. Nimmo.
So bases are empty with 1 out now, and ready to bat next, the Wyoming native Brandon Nimmo. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fouled off.
Hey, usually the second time through the order you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Swing and a liner. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
The catcher, number 9, Torre.
In now, Joe Torre. Ball 3. 3-2 now. Ball 4 as this one gets away a bit.
He's going to be pretty upset with himself about that 3-2 pitch. All you want to do in that count is make a competitive pitch, but that one wasn't even sniffing the zone, and he let him get away.
Next for the Mets, Robinson Cano, 0 for 1 here in the early going. Runners are at first and second with one away. This one's flared toward left center. Lee backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
The batter, the first baseman, Hernandez.
2 on, 2 out, and that'll bring up the former National League MVP, Keith Hernandez. The set and the 1-1. 2 down, runners at first and second. Just trying to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2.
Now 2-2, 2 on, 2 out. This is when you have to make a pitch right here. The last thing you want to do is run the count full to 3-2. Then the runners are going to be off to the races.
Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 2 left for the Mets. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Now at the plate here is Brian Anderson. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here. We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at-bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
Hard hit to the left side, but taken in out there, it's short. Struck well, but the leadoff man set down to begin inning number 4. Ready now for the Marlins, Joe Panik. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Panik behind a ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down and away, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's off the end of the bat. That's not hard contact at all, and that's an easy out for the defense.
1 run, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. And it's fouled away. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
At the plate, Jorge Alfaro. Alfaro in front, 3 balls and a strike.
This is a good at-bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
Liner towards second, and that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Hey, they always say hitting in the 8-hole in the National League is one of the toughest jobs to do because you're hitting in front of the pitcher. Not necessarily going to get pitched like an 8-hole hitter. You want to get out of that spot? Guess what? Newsflash. Be better, because basically every other hitter in the lineup is hitting in front of you except the pitcher.
At the plate now, Trevor Rogers.
2-1.
Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher, but sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
He Set, and the 2-1 pitch. Two out with the man at first. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip it on to first, and with it, that ends the inning. Marlins leave one, but they're on top 1-0. With Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Michael Conforto digs into the left side of the batter's box to start things out. The 1-2. Skied down the left field line. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Now batting, the third baseman, J.D. Davis.
So now to the plate, J.D. Davis. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Marlins have some action in the bullpen now as a right-hander is up and throwing. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. And he fouls this one off. 1 out and a runner on second base. Hit on the ground toward the left. And that's through into left, a base hit. The throw home. And the tag too late as he's across to tie things at 1.
Boy, I don't know about that pitch selection right there, Bureau. You have a base open with the pitcher on deck. Not very good pitching right there.
Dan, as a guy who hit 8th in the National League a time or two, nothing's more difficult than to try and mind meld with the pitcher and come up with a game plan when you know you got the pitcher on deck. Shocking that he was coming after him right there in that big spot, and he paid the price.
And they will have him bunting with 1 away as he gets this one down. The throw pulls him off the bag.
Well, he took a risk with the decision to throw to second instead of taking the sure out at first. Not sure if someone was yelling for him to go to second, but we know now it was the wrong call.
Stepping in now, Dominic Smith. All even now, 2-2. From the stretch. Back up the middle. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. Long throw to the plate. And not in time as the run scores.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%. Not trying to do too much. Able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Now the Marlins skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he will curiously make his way to the dugout after what has to be considered a very brief appearance. Elieser Hernandez answers the call from the pen here in the fourth, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Standing in now, Brandon Nimmo. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Nimmo with an even count of 2-2 now. First and second now, one man out. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Swing and a little tapper. Swing and a ball yanked down the right field line. And that is down for extra bases, as this will get one home and maybe two.
The Shays are around for a reason, and that hit right there is the reason they say baseball is a game of inches, right? Just barely fair, but that's not much consolation for the guy standing on the mound. Nice RBI two-bagger.
To the plate now, Joe Torre to short. Scooped up. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
That grounder was hard hit, and sometimes the runner at third will have to hold on a ball like that, but he was off on contact, and they opted to take the out at first instead.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Robinson Cano. Runner in scoring position with two gone. Now the 2-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throwing the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push across 4 runs. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. The Mets lead it 4-1. Ready to go in the top of the 5th. Coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Starling Marte.
Offense needs to get going right here. You want to try and tighten up this game a little bit before it starts to get into that territory where you're going to start seeing the back end of each bullpen.
Now the 2-1. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And now it'll kick around in the corner. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
Into the box, Jesus Aguilar. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
Don't expect too many more high fastballs in this one. He is known for his sinker, keeping the ball on the ground.
1-2. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, but this will land untouched. Fouled away. Ready with the 1-2. Slow roller out to short. Reined in. Throw on to first in time, one away.
The batter, the shortstop, David Lee.
Next to dig in, David Lee. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. No advance here, but it's 3-1 now. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. High in the air down the right field line, but this will wind up being a foul ball. The 3-2 pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. And the run will score on the sacrifice fly as they cut the lead in half, 4-2 now.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
Throws it on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. So 1 run here, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. Last half of the 5th coming up. Mets out in front, 4-2. And that brings up the former MVP Keith Hernandez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Floyd is there, and he'll bring this one in.
The batter, the right fielder.
Stepping up is Michael Conforto. Lifetime against this pitcher. He's got a 3 for 5 line. He's taken him deep once. The 1-1 home. And there's a base hit on the line. Throwing to second. Throw won't get him. It was pretty obvious in live action that that ball was hit hard.
Now
and after
batting,
analyzing it with our show track technology, we see that our eyes did not deceive us. 114 miles an hour was the exit velo. An impressive swing of the bat. At the plate, J.D. Davis. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2.
4-seam heater right down the middle. I would have thought he popped the clutch on that pitch.
Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And the lead will move to 3 as it's now a 5-2 game. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
At the plate now, Francisco Lindor. Fouled off. And it's fouled away. Again, a 1-2. And he fouls this one off. There's another 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him. So we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
You can certainly tell at-bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher. But you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
And that misses ball 4. So it's first and second now with only one away.
Now batting, the pitcher, Noah.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Noah Syndergaard. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. And they do have him bunting with one away as he puts this one down. To panic covering. On to first. Not in time as the umpire was right there to make the call.
The left fielder, number 2, Dominic Smith.
Back to the top of the order now. And that'll bring up the left-handed bat of Dominic Smith. 5 runs, 9 hits. And no errors on the Mets line score so far. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball, 2-1.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
The 2-1.
Yeah.
Struck him out. You talk about pulling a rabbit out of your hat. He gets out of the jam and the side is retired. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. Through 5 innings. Now 5-2 New York. Taijuan Walker takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 99, Taijuan Walker.
And stepping in, Cliff Floyd. He'll lead it off here against Taijuan Walker. Now the 3-2 pitch. Fouled away. Payoff pitch one more time. That's popped up. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo home run for Cliff Floyd. Second home run early in the year, and it's a 5-3 game now.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, it's not the end of the world.
Stepping in now, Brian Anderson. The ballman 2 strikes.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
Bases are empty here, nobody out. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. So a full count now. Joe Panic will be next. The 3-2 pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. High and deep down the left field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. He loses him on ball 4.
Now batting, the second baseman, Joe.
Here's Joe Panic. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. A runner at first with no outs here. Swing and a miss on the splitter, and it's 1-2.
Good luck with that pitch. That pitch is an absolute nightmare. Almost unhittable. Nasty downward action. High 80s velocity.
Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Standing in now, Jorge Alfaro. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2. Juan Pierre will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Pinch hitting for the Marlins, number 9, Juan Pierre.
The 1-1. But a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. But not before they answer back here with a solo home run. On to the bottom of the 6th. It's the Mets 5 and the Marlins 3. Ross Detweiler enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 54, Ross Detweiler.
Bottom of the inning now, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Brandon Nimmo. Two-one, here it is. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Floyd is there, one down.
Up next for the Mets, the catcher, Joe Torre.
Next up is Joe Torre. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. The 1-1. Line drive to center field. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now.
Now batting, second baseman, Robinson Cano.
So now to the plate, Robinson Cano. Up high, 2-1 now. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch fouled off. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Pitch is off the catcher's glove as it rolls away. And he'll make it in easily at second, as I'd imagine that'll be scored a passed ball.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate pass ball, and you can bet the catcher is kicking himself about it right now. With the runner advancing to second, the double play is off the table. Might come back to haunt him.
bullet to first base. And it got there so quickly the runner didn't get very far from the bag. They settled with just the one out.
First baseman, Keith Hernandez.
To the plate now, Keith Hernandez. Swinging a ground ball for the second baseman, Panic. Throw over to Aguilar at first. Will take care of him to end the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one man left aboard. We're through 6 full. It's the Mets 5 and the Marlins 3. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Starling Marte. He doubled his last time up.
And he's got to build off that last AB. He battled. Usually when you battle, you get in that swing mode. A lot of pitches, you'll swing at the rosin bag. I love the fact that he was able to work a double in last at bat. Let's see if we get more of the same right here.
And it misses. 3-1 now.
Hey, leading off an inning in this situation, 3 balls on you. You have to know that a solo shot's not tying this game up. You have to find a way to get on base any way possible.
And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow. You're hanging on to a slim lead, and the last thing you want to do is give up a leadoff walk. Seems like those are the ones that always come back to haunt you. So we'll see if that's the case here.
Now it'll be Jesus Aguilar grounded out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at-bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Set. Here's the 2-2. High and deep down the left field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Hit hard back up the middle. And that's through for his first base hit in this one. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Everybody's different coming out of spring training. Some guys get off to torrid starts. Some guys struggle. This is one that struggled, but maybe that single gets him going.
Trevor Rogers is into the ballgame now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season
Number
here.
65, Trevor Rogers.
David Lee will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here. Ready with the 1-1 pitch.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
Ready with 2 balls and a strike. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or you're still looking for the double play ball?
Good time to try to put the ball down in the strike zone. You could either get a strikeout or a potential double play ball.
Here now the 2-2. Lifted down the line in left. Catch is made near the line in left, tagging the runner from third. But not in time as the run scores and the lead is trimmed to 1.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
So here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Gary Sheffield. Runners on first with 1 down. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
The 3-1. Swung on and missed. A full count now.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Long run for the right fielder, but he can't get there. And a big break on defense as the tying run will be forced to stay at third on the ground rule double.
Wow, if that ball stays in the park, we've definitely got ourselves a tie game. But it hops over, and the runner has to go back to third. That's a bad break, and now they'll have to find another way to get this game tied.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order.
Well, tough to say if that was their intention or not, but it's not the worst thing that could happen. A force at every base now, so there are a lot of ways to get out of this.
So stepping in is Brian Anderson, the potential tying run for him at third base. The 2-1 home. Swing and a blooper down the right field line. And that will fall as he comes through. It's a base hit. One run is scored. He's in there at the plate. And they've taken the lead here in the seventh.
You know, it's awfully difficult to score runs late in the game. After being down by one, D-Row, that base hit drives in two. That's a huge base hit.
What a momentum swing. What an AB right there. Now you got to grab your leather and go out and flash some D for the boys.
Edwin Diaz takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are two on with only one away. Next to stand in is Joe Pennant. 3 across so far in the inning, and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from them on the defensive side of the ball. Stranding the rest of those guys out here feels absolutely essential for them at this point.
Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Down the line and fair. That's a hit. And now it'll kick around in the corner. Anderson rounds the corner and is headed home. And he's safe at the plate as they push their lead to 3 now.
Hey, D-Row, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
In now, Jorge Alfaro. A slider that time that runs away. It's 3-1 now. Head-to-head against Edwin Diaz. He's 1 for 4. The 3-1. Inside, he misses ball 4.
The pitcher, number 54.
Garrett Cooper will get the call to pinch hit here. They'll find he has a couple of runners aboard with only 1 out in the inning. Still only 1 out in the inning. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide at first. The 1-2. Oh, double play ball to second. 4. Throw on to first. 2 gone.
Up next for the Marlins, the center fielder, Starling Marte.
Starling Marte stands in again as they're back to the top of the order. He jump-started the game with a leadoff home run. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
The set and the 2-1. Now a bouncing ball for the shortstop Lindor. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. So a very good outburst here as 5 runs come across and allow them to take the lead. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch. The Marlins on top, 8-5. John Curtis will take over on the mound to start the bottom of the 7th.
Number 39, John Curtis.
Last half of the 7th here, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Michael Conforto. The 1-1 misses for the second ball. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
Now, oh man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Nice job to stay with it, though, and then make the out at first.
J.D. Davis, the next at bat, hoping to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Adios, pelota. So a solo shot down the line in left. First home run of the campaign for him as they cut it to an 8-6 ball game.
Well, 1 home run is not going to erase the big inning they just gave up, but it will stop the bleeding a little bit and make them feel a little bit better about themselves. We'll see if they can build on that here.
At the plate now, Francisco Lindor. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. And it's fouled away. He's set and the 1-2 pitch. Just got a piece to the right side. 1 out, nobody on. And he fouls this one off. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. He'll try again, 1-2.
I got to count 2-2.
Well, what do you do when guys keep fouling pitches off like this? I guess you could back them off the plate by throwing one inside.
Fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fouled off. Another 2-2 offering. Ripped on the ground to first. He's got it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The pitcher, number 39, Edwin Diaz.
Yimi Garcia takes over pitching duties, looking to get that final out now here in this 7th inning.
Number 93, Yimi Garcia.
Jeff McNeil will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. High and wide, 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 home. Hard hit ball to second, fielded by Panic. Throw over to Aguilar at first. Will take care of him to end the inning. But not before they're able to at least get 1 back on the solo home run. We'll march on to the 8th. It's now 8-6. Miguel Castro has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. New inning set to get underway, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Jesus Aguilar. The 1-1. Too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. Ready with the 2-2. Left side. And this is going to find its way into left for a base hit, and the leadoff man's aboard to start the 8th.
Hey guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his 2nd knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. Into the box now, David Lee, and a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
At the plate, Gary Sheffield. Oh, on the ground at first. Can this be 2? To second for 1. Back to first, but he wasn't able to set his feet that time as he gets knocked down, and they only get 1.
Well, he definitely rushed himself on that return throw to first there, and he threw it away. They got the force at second, and the runner didn't advance, so it'll just be scored a fielder's choice.
Cliff Floyd will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here, a solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Has a look, now the pitch.
3-2.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Into right field, that's a base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Nice approach by the batter right there. When you know your boy is moving, You start seeing stuff happening out of your peripheral vision. Wait for him to lock in, stay within his at-bat, not swing at something outside the zone, and now put it first and third.
Stepping in now, Brian Anderson. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. Conforto is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Marlins strand a pair. The lead stands pat at 8-6. Now back to the top of the Mets order, digging in, Dominic Smith. His career numbers in this matchup. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. 3-2 pitch. Drilled to the left side. Fielded cleanly. And the throw on to first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. 1 away.
Brandon Nimmo.
Next, here is Brandon Nimmo. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. 1 out, nobody on. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2. The Fish are maintaining a slim lead in the late going of this series finale, so if they can wrap it up, they'll complete the series sweep.
Hey, Matt, what a great spot to be in. You're playing good baseball, you're going for the sweep, and you're leading by a few runs going into the later innings. Now it's just time to close the deal.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Lifted the other way to left center. Left fielder is on the move. And he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
The catcher, number 9, Joe Torre.
And now here is Joe Torre. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Now a ball lined hard toward deep right field. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. The relay, not in time, and he's in there with a double.
That was a great job of driving that ball. Extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head. One-hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
Standing in now, Robinson Cano. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2.
I know closers are known for having the nastiest stuff on the team. Exploding fastballs, devastating off speed. But they'd be lying if they didn't say they wanted a 2-run, 3-run lead. That's exactly what this guy has a chance to do. Hands it to that monster in the 9th with a 2-run lead.
Starting to go. They'll look for the appeal down to third and ring him up, says the third base umpire. He's gone. Clearly fired up to work out of that jam. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Aaron Luke enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. All set to start the 9th in this one, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Joe Panik. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
To the plate now, Jorge Alfaro. Line toward right center. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3. He's around first, heading for 2. Around second now and headed for third. The relay, but he is in there with a triple.
And this is what good major league hitters do with a pitch on the outer half. They don't try to do too much with it. Just square it up the best you can and drive it to the opposite gap. By the time the outfielders react and get to it, he's well on his way to third.
Miguel Rojas will grab a bat and pinch hit now, and he'll be looking for at least a fly ball as he's got a runner at third and only 1 away. 1 out and a runner on third. Tied him up there as this is softly hit down the line. And that is through for a base hit. And the move to the bench will pay off handsomely.
I can't help when I see a lawn dart thrown over a drawn-in infield. Think back to Luis Gonzalez from the Snakes. Game 7 against Mariano.
Oh, and I can hear Jim Schulte right now. Radio voice of the Diamondbacks. Honk your horns and stomp your feet. The Diamondbacks have won the World Series.
At the plate now, Starling Marte. Called strike 2 as he locks him up there. Looks like a left-hander has begun to get loose out in that Mets bullpen. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And a 3-2 full count to Starling Marte.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Softly hit down to third, likely no shot at 2. The second for 1. Over to Hernandez for the inning-ending double play. Marlins get 1 here on a couple of hits. Dylan Floro takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Miami. Number 36, Dylan Floro.
Now into the box, Keith Hernandez. He could really use a knock here, 0 for 3 in the game so far.
Hey, not impossible, but highly improbable, even when you're at home, to score 3 runs. A closer like this guy, they've got the work cut out for him.
And it's fouled away. Another 1-2 delivery. Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
Lifted down the line in left. Left fielder giving chase. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
The right fielder, number 30, Michael Castro.
Now to the plate, Michael Conforto. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. And he fouls this one off. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Pulled toward right center field. Marte's after it. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out.
Now batting, third baseman, J.D. Davis.
So here is J.D. Davis, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. K to end it, and the Marlins go on the road and sweep their division rivals in this 3-game series.
Well, it's getting more and more common in baseball now these days to use a ton of pitchers to get through a game, and it took 6 here to get the job done, but hey, they'll do whatever they can to get a W.
9-6 the final tally in this one. Miami capitalized on a huge 7th inning on the way to the win. Ross Detweiler claims the win out of the pen, his first. Dylan Floro earns the save out of the bullpen, his second. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
Here now is our final line score for this afternoon. First, for the victorious Miami Marlins, 9 runs on 15 hits. No errors, they left 11 men on base. For the Mets, 6 runs on 12 hits. No errors, they left 10 men on base. Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 3 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.